Hey there, thanks for watching. This is part 2 of a series of videos on web crawling and scraping using RapidMiner and other tools. In this video I'm going to show you how to crawl a site, grab and store HTML from that site, and then the next video I'm going to show you how to load that HTML into RapidMiner and grab specific values using XPath. Okay, my name is Neil McGuigan. You can find my blog at vancouverdata.blogspot.com. And I've also got a YouTube channel at youtube.com/user/vancouverdata. And there's a lot more videos on there than there are on my blog. There's about 20 or so. And so, what we're going to do is a website called altisinsight.com, which basically lists commercial real estate. Okay, we're going to crawl the site looking for Vancouver commercial real estate, and then grab the individual pages that describe it, and then we're going to use XPath later to put all the info into a table. Okay, so in RapidMiner, what you want to do is use the crawl web operator, okay, which is in the web mining extension. So if you don't have that, go to the Help menu, Manage Extensions, okay, and make sure that web mining is selected. And then what you want to basically do is you start with a URL and follow some crawling rules, and it's going to go to that URL, download the page, follow hyperlinks on that page, and then as it grabs the HTML, it's going to write that into a file. Okay, put it in a specific directory. You can save it with a particular extension. You can go a certain number of links deep, and then some other items I'll talk about in a bit. Okay, and then basically that sends it to a result set that you can look at as well. So, and this is a pretty big crawl that I did earlier, so I'm just going to make it a bit smaller. Okay, so I'm starting with the results of a search. So go to altisinsight.com for Vancouver. Okay, let's go to downtown Vancouver. Find spaces. You know, this is going to be my starting page, so just copy and paste that URL. Put it in RapidMiner under the URL. Okay, and then I do want to write the pages to files because I'll be using that information later. Output directory, just make a folder on your desktop wherever you like. Extension, so that we can more easily find them with Windows, just make it HTML. And then max depth is the number of links deep that will go into the site. Domain is where it's going to look, so web, it can go outside of the site onto the internet. Server means it's going to stay on the same server, and subtree means it's going to stay in the same kind of folder on that server. But we're going to set up some crawling rules, so web is fine for now. Delay is the number of milliseconds between requests, so it'll request this page, and then it'll wait 500 milliseconds or half a second, and then it'll start requesting the first link it finds on the page. Max threads, so it's basically the number of CPUs or CPU cores you have. So I've got, for example, I've got a i3 which is hyper-threading, so I could probably use four threads at the same time without them fighting over each other. Max page size is the number of kilobytes that it's going to download, so if it's bigger than 100 kilobytes, it's not going to download that page. And then user agent is the little text string that it sends up to the server when it makes the request. If you don't want to use that one, you can go to what is my useragent.com, I believe. Nope. Just Google that. What's my useragent.com? It'll tell you what your browser's identifying string is. So you can copy that and put that in its place if you want. If you don't want it to let it know that you're crawling with RapidMiner, but the site's open, and there's it's crawled by Google, so and there's also it doesn't have any robot exclusions as well. So I'm just going to talk about that for a second. If you look under Wikipedia, Robot Exclusion Standard, basically you put a file in your root of your website called robots.txt, and you can tell search agents which files they're allowed to and not allowed to look at. So you should be respectful of the website's wishes and not disobey that file. But in this case, they don't exclude search agents from grabbing your site, so that's good to go. Okay, and then just hit play. Just going to change the folder here temporarily. Again, it's going to crawl your website. Okay, so it's finished crawling. Didn't take that long. It took maybe 20 seconds. And creates an example set. Okay, so these are all the links that it crawled. And then sort them in those files. Okay, so if we look at my desktop, got a list of files here. You can just open up your browser. Okay, and there's the file itself. So it's actually from my desktop and not from the web server, although I'll grab some of the cascading style sheets and such. Okay, so basically it stores the link and the source that it's stored it to. Now you can also have the actual page text in there as well if you wanted to, so add pages attribute. Okay, and I'm going to talk about crawling rules for 1 second. I actually had 2 different crawling rules in there. So the 2 useful ones are follow link with matching URL. So to add a crawling rule, you hit add entry and you select which kind of rule you want. Okay. But follow link with matching URL means any link on that page So there's plenty of hyperlinks on this page. There's email addresses, there's next links, there's the actual property, there's websites of other places. So it's good to have rules to follow, to tell RapidMiner which ones you actually want to follow. So this one says only follow these kind of links that match this kind of URL. So it's a regular expression. It's not working today. Okay. So basically, you say, I want to follow any link that has the word page num in it or suite ID in the URL. And so the dot plus means is one or more any character before page num, and one or more any character after page num, and then the pipe characters or, and then so this says also follow any link where suite ID is in the URL with one or more characters before and one more characters after. So you kind of have to do this yourself and figure it out, but this is one I actually want to use. Okay, and the defining kind of characteristic of that URL is that it has the word suite ID in it. Okay. And the next button, the thing that makes that unique is that it has the word page num in it. Okay, so I'm telling RapidMiner to only follow links that have page num in it or suite ID in it. And then the store with matching URL. This is when these are the ones I actually want to store on the hard drive. These are only the ones that have the word suite ID in it. So it'll follow all the pages, and it'll store all the pages that have suite ID in the URL. Okay? And that's basically crawling with RapidMiner. I would definitely look into regular expressions with Java a little bit more thoroughly if you're not understanding, or not following how those crawling rules work. Okay, and look into the HTTP protocol on Wikipedia to look into robots and user agents. Okay, in the next video, I'm going to talk about XPath and loading up those HTML files that I've saved and processing them and grabbing specific values from there. Okay, so thanks again for watching. My name is Neil. My blog's at vancouverdata.blogspot.com, and talk to you soon. Thanks.